one and only Paul from the CryptoFactor.
Oh, we live already? I didn't even notice that. Hey, how are you? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And no one's here. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
My channel is not so vibrant as yours. You need to wait like 10 minutes for some
Okay,
people
well, in that
to
case,
appear.
let me get my glasses.
Yeah, sure, no worries. So just to give you introduction, we'll have very intense discussion because a very hot subject right now is Bitboy crypto. So for all of the Bitboy crypto fans, there is something to watch. And Pomp, Anthony Pompliano. Is that his name? Anthony Pompliano?
Pompliano, Pomp for short.
Yeah.
He's Italian.
I haven't finished watching your video, but I think it's even better. I saw it today, and I because I had so many thoughts about it, and I think this discussion could be so much better. Like this discussion lost all of the points. So I just saw that you responded to the comment, invite me, and let's talk about this. Like,
man.
was that you? Was that you? Because I was walking. I was walking and I just saw like, oh yeah, like we'll see if we can do it today, but I wasn't even home. I was just on my just on my phone. How are you doing?
So just so you know, all my comments on my YouTube channel and Twitter, they're done by me specifically. They don't have anybody helping me with that. It's just my Twitter and my YouTube. It's me.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I wouldn't like to interact with anyone else.
Yeah,
or like or not
secretary.
not your no yeah. No, it's I can't imagine, for example, me hiring people at some point. I just don't like this style.
When I was working with Coin Metro, and when I was working simultaneously with Mintable, and simultaneously I had my own project I was building and nobody knew about, and simultaneously I had my YouTube channel and everything, I hired someone. Obviously,
Yeah.
I still hire people, but not for my personal shit. But yeah.
It's my second live today. I'm like the real hustler now.
You're on fire.
Yeah, but my views are not on fire.
Let me tweet this out, man.
Yeah, so we will get this.
How do I do this? Wait, must be a share somewhere.
I will give you the link on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, you see, it's even because we don't have the. Here's the link.
Yeah, give me the link. Oh, there it is. Okay, here. Let me grab this.
I might cut out later the beginning of this for the nicer experience.
Do whatever you want, man. Let me go to my YouTube channel, put on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, and later I will probably add some thumbnail for it, and
not your community.
Yeah,
live on Marcin Mikas.
I will dump it as well. Some small
channel. Talking
Christopher
about cool shit.
Let's see if I can get someone.
Come join us and show Mika some love.
Are you not busy today, by the way?
I am.
Oh.
I'm busy being on your show.
With? Being on your show. You asked today. I mean, you asking all the time. I responded to your tweet today. You asked what's your favorite crypto, and I will show it to you. It's HNS. Handshake protocol is the greatest thing that ever.
Handshake. Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah?
I keep this. I'm not changing since I discovered it. I'm saying this is the greatest project ever. One day I will show.
How much they pay you, man? How much they pay you to say that?
Nothing. They actually never paid anyone because it's community-driven project. It's like open source. But is the naming, it's naming protocol. It's like ENS, the Ethereum, but it's its own protocol where you can open own top level domains. But yeah, it's
Right.
no one knows if it will get adopted. But I will be
Gotcha.
shilling this every time. I will be shilling this one for sure. So
What's up,
should
Christopher?
huh?
What's up, Christopher? I see someone in the chat called Christopher.
Yeah, he's my friend from Hong Kong. Soon I'm going to see him. I'm going back to Hong Kong in December,
Nice, man.
and I'm not too happy. They're like that. I think they're too closed, too restrictive
My, my
at this
dog,
moment.
my dog's here. Come
Oh, invite him, please. Oh, he's really similar to the one from the game.
Yeah, exactly.
How old is he?
He influenced the game, dude. He's like,
Yeah, how old is he?
Look at it. Look at these teeth. Is really wild. Look. He's a pit bull.
And what is the race?
He's a pit bull. He's an American Amstaff, basically.
It's and how old?
He's 1 year and 7 months.
Oh, so it's very young.
Yeah, he's a pup.
We get interaction. Bitboy is a fraud.
He's like, no. He's like, no.
So, okay, let's start it. People will watch it later. It's fine.
Right.
He can talk.
Okay.
I will give you. Or do you want to start about the?
No, just ask questions, man. I can't really think, but I do need to turn on the air conditioner before I start.
No worries. I thought it's getting colder now.
What, here in Greece? No, in my home office. It was a warm day outside. We were with t-shirts. It was really hot. It gets a little cooler at night, but it's still like nice weather, sunny weather, and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna go hard on them, and this will be very surprising. Sorry, like I'm getting down to subject of two, Anthony Pompliano and Ben Armstrong, known as the Bitboy crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And many people will get upset because I want to defend Bitboy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he done so well, and the Pomp was so unprepared. Like he just when I watched to this, I thought that the Pomp, where are you from? You are like from 95 or something. Like I mean, this guy doesn't live on this planet. And that's not offensive. I don't mean the Bitboy is good guy, but the Bitboy came prepared. Despite the fact that the Bitboy is so busy with everything, with all this shit, with shilling, with the sponsorship, with making money, he came way more prepared. But the one thing that is against Bitboy, he was shaking, and I felt he's nearly crying. That he was like really defensive, and he get the emotions took over him. But the problem is the Pomp had no argument and was like, hey, what about this $5 Dogecoin? What about this $5 Dogecoin? When I was watching this, I was like, shut the fuck up. No one cares about this $5 Dogecoin video. Like, seriously, no one cares about this. There's better things to talk about when you have Bitboy on. And this is the last of them, because Dogecoin is like legitimate meme coin. Let's make it this way.
Look, so me personally, I agree with both of them. I can see where they're both coming from. And generally, there's three sides to a coin, pun intended. There's the heads, there's the tails, and there's the edge. And what you need to do is you have to stand on the edge of the coin, but look at all three sides of the story. People usually look at two sides of the story, but there's three sides. So I agree with both of them. I can see where they're both coming from. I'm not being diplomatic here. I literally do.
You are very diplomatic.
And I'll tell you why, though. Because there's certain things I agree with Pomp, certain things I agree with Bitboy. Now, I know both of them personally. I talked. The first thing I did when that video came out, I messaged Anthony. I'm like, hey, man, I want to do a reaction video on this video. Is it okay? Right? Please, so it doesn't flag the shit out of my channel. So that's the first thing I did is I guess sure. And we talked a little bit like through an email. And then yeah, and Bitboy just sent me like a message earlier on today. We were laughing about something because I made fun of his shirt but- on the video. But generally, uh, I agree with both of them. And here's both of them made some good points. Now, granted, somebody may have been a bit more articulate with his point. The other person might have been a little bit more emotional with his response. Then somebody might have been a bit more calmer. So it was different. But you have to understand the two different worlds that these people coming from. So if somebody said on my channel that Pomp will become irrelevant because it's very close my only looks, and no, that is not true. He will not become relevant. What will happen is he will become more known in his niche as everything compounds, because Pomp talks to institutional investors.
Yeah.
He was in Wall Street. He has his fund and everything like that. It's a whole different use case, right? A whole different audience. Now, Bitboy is educational as well, just like Pomp is, but it's a different sort of demographic and audience. So both of them are always going to be relevant. They both have a lot to bring to the table, just for different things, different audiences, right? So as for clickbait, there is a big there's a very big problem with what clickbait is. Most people don't understand it. Clickbait is not having a thumbnail that's clickable, that's sellable. Clickbait is when you have something on the thumbnail that has nothing to do with the video. So, if example, if I have a thumbnail of a girl with two big ass tits, right, with an ass that's showing behind her on the back because it's so big and it's amazing, saying buy Bitcoin and you get question mark, and or you know. Arrow pointing to her, and then when you open the video, you see my ass talking to you. That's clickbait. I lied, right?
Yeah.
But if it's something like, but if it's something that okay, uh, XRP to $586 question mark, that's not clickbait. That's a sellable thumbnail. So that's where I disagree with Pomp.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do agree with Pomp is, Dogecoin to $500, sorry, to $5 round about that time, even though Bitboy did make a video saying to sell, and it did call the highs, because I remember that video. I actually remember
Mm-hmm.
watching those videos back
Mm-hmm.
then. Then yeah, then I think that was wrong a bit. I think that was a bit controversial, not
Mm-hmm.
wrong, but controversial. I think that was a bit of a,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's clickbait, but I think it risked
Yeah.
people's finances with that one.
Can
If that I don't think he did it on purpose, but you know what I mean.
can I hop on? And this is the comment, because I think all of this, like this $5 Dogecoin, this XRP 589 or whatever,
Like
it's not the point. And
I did a thumbnail saying Cardano to $1,000, and as soon as you open up the video, I'm like, no.
yeah, but so that's what I mean. It's pointed, but I got the comment, and this is pretty much the opinion now. Check out Bitboy videos. He isn't really crypto YouTuber. He was making best Netflix movies videos in the last bear market. So what I want to touch, let me start from the beginning. Bitboy is very clever in what he does, and Bitboy always looking for a trouble, and he was looking for a trouble calling out
Oh,
Pump.
but what?
I don't know, he was doing this all the time because I follow it. Maybe you didn't see, but Bitboy liked to actually attack other YouTubers. He constantly do it. And he was doing this. He was attacking the YouTubers such as Sheldon Evans before, the Coin
So he
Bureau,
called, yeah. So he called.
Coin
I know.
everyone.
Fabriano responded to
so
Bitboy. I
so
know
he
that. Yeah.
wasn't really he wasn't really calling them by names, but what he was doing, because I'm really expert when it comes to the crypto YouTubers, what he was doing was like, if you don't want to watch boring 20 minutes video or something like this, he was aiming at these YouTubers who do long, slow crypto content. So he
Yeah.
was actually, oh, and he was really mean there. Like, he was poking. He was like, keep poking, and it's not the one video he did. So Bitboy is known for looking for trouble. So if you think that Pomp attack you without, bro, like you are looking for these troubles, you are poking at the people all the
Yeah,
time, like you
yeah.
are
I
doing this,
think
so that's
maybe
one.
Bitboy started it. Maybe Bitboy started it,
Yeah,
but I
so
don't think he did it. Well, oh, anyway.
maybe he does too much content and forgets about, so that's one point. Bitboy always look for a trouble, and maybe he's clever because that bring him more attention, that brings more attention um to his channel, right? Then, when it comes to the Pomp point, I think him attacking him for Shiba, or especially Dogecoin, where like on the Dogecoin advisory group, like I'm not saying about the prices, but Pomp trying to like completely crash it. I'm not, let's say not Shiba, right? And he was accusing Bitboy of doing things that Bitboy actually didn't do. So he was like, "Hey, you promote Shiba," and Bitboy is like, "I never did this. I literally never did this." And truth is, Bitboy probably never. I don't remember. He Bitboy did much worse things than this. That's the problem. But he was attacking Bitboy with the things that Bitboy didn't do. Like, yo, you promote Shiba, and Bitboy is like, "I never did." Yo, you promote Shiba. I never. That was the discussion. It's like, Pomp, are you fucking stupid, or what the hell are you trying to do? Like, there's so
Um,
many worse things. Sorry, like I want to continue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
no, no, it's
um,
okay.
and this comment, Bitboy also, like, I want to say Bitboy is not the educational channel. Bitboy is the entertainment channel, and foremost, I don't think there's any maybe some touch of education that you can get. What is blockchain, etc. But there's entertainment because Bitboy ideally goes with the trend. So, which you shouldn't do. Because Bitboy is like, oh, people love price prediction, and I'm giving them price prediction whenever they ask. And every coin I shield, let's say he shield Atom, he shield Cardano, he shield like whatever Dogecoin, he always give the price prediction. But this is taken from nowhere. This
That's to
is like
grab, but that's grab.
this
Okay,
is like
that's
and
his way to grab the viewer, though.
yeah,
Look, I personally don't agree with that, but that's just me. That's not, but it's everyone else is doing it though.
yeah,
Like
but
there's
it's
not many people are not doing that.
people need to understand this price prediction. It has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do, like with the price. That's not help.
Do a
That's simply,
video, make a thumbnail,
yeah,
and call out the price on a coin, and you'll see you'll get many more click through
yeah,
rates and the video will do better.
probably,
I don't do it, but
probably,
I might give it a try.
but this is really negative because people in the brain, they think if Bitboy say the price prediction, that validation of them holding back. So if they let's say they hold Cardano and Bitboy come in and Bitboy say $20 by the end of the year, and they're like, yeah, my Cardano not doing anything, but yes, Bitboy believes, so I believe too, which
Yeah.
is completely stupid mindset, and that doesn't help anyone. It helped the Bitboy as the entertainment channel, but it doesn't help him as the education channel, right? So the Pomp completely missed the point, because if I would be the Pomp, I would be like, Bitboy, spring 2021, you were doing every week sponsored videos, shilling coins, and I believe I don't have 100% proof, but I believe I tracked your wallet. Or even, what the hell, that before you sponsored the video, why few days before that the price was going up?
That's not
Why?
okay. Wait.
Instead of
Correlation,
this, that hey, you are dumping on
causation.
people.
Wait. Causation does not mean correlation. Let me say that again.
It's too
Causation.
many coincidences. I'm sorry, like the coincidences doesn't happen
Well,
every
how do
single
you
time.
know? Well, wait a second. Okay, so I do some sponsored videos as well,
Yeah,
right? Now, let's say I was Bitboy and I have 1 million subscribers, and a company hires me to make a video for them, and they know that that video is going to come out in 3 days or a week because they just hired me. How
yeah.
do you know it's the company push about buying and the company's friends? It
and
doesn't mean it's Bitboy Crypto buying the coin.
and
That's
this
the
is
whole. You see, that's the whole issue there. Everybody's quick to jump to like blame Bitboy Crypto,
yeah,
but it's the companies and their people taking advantage of the big YouTubers, not the other way around. A lot of times.
and 100% true, because I know that's mostly the case, because I know from example, and it's not only like the project, but the friends and everyone jumping. But in this case, in let it's but that still would be more valid question by Pomp, because the Bitboy could respond like this, right? And
Yeah,
that would be,
well, yeah, of
but
course.
then another thing, why do you do it then if you know that this is a trap done by the crypto project? So
That's
let's
like
say,
saying, wait. That's like saying, why do I sell cigarettes when I know sooner or later some teenagers
no,
will buy
it's
them?
like, hey, Bitboy, you know that when you promote the coin, that there will be massive back dumping by the company on your viewers, and in the long term it might actually be bad for you. Why were you doing this,
But
having the conscience that this happened?
well, no, that's not his. Again, that happened later as he was growing, right? Everybody,
Yeah.
when you want to make YouTube your business, right, and you want to
Hmm.
make money from YouTube, you could with this money you can grow, hire people, and do more and get bigger and bigger. That's entrepreneurship, right? You can't not do that, not accept sponsored videos unless you're rich already, because you won't be able to do this. You'll have to work and continue working on other things and do other stuff. So if you want to grow and help people, you accept sponsorships. Now, if these sponsorships take advantage of you and they buy their own coin or their friends buy their own coin, it's not your fault. Now, if Bitboy was buying the coin as well, knowing that he's gonna like do it and then sell it and dump on his
As
audience,
I was
sure,
tracking what I
that's.
believe
But
was his
I
wallet.
don't think he
And
does that. I don't think he does that.
I,
Like,
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. As I said, I have no proof. I have no proof. And it wasn't like really significant bag. But don't you think that someone who has such an influential channel, Bitboy has very influential channel, should be a little bit more responsible? Because by doing this, people are losing money. They
how
are
much
really.
more responsible would you like him to be? Like doing what?
I
For
mean,
example, okay, you're Bitboy Crypto. Okay, you're Marcin Mikas, and tomorrow you have 1 million subscribers. Magic. Okay.
yeah.
Now you've left all your businesses, anything else you've done, and you're living off YouTube and you're making this a business and you're rocking and you're rolling. And a company comes up to you that you like their project, you think it's legit, you looked into it, and they're offering, I don't know, for Bitboy, I guess it's a lot more. So 10,000 euros or 15,000 euros or USDC, whatever they pay, right? For you to do a review or an interview. Okay.
Hmm.
How would you be more responsible? Give me an example.
Hmm. So I will tell you example. I will not tell you who was it, okay? But I will tell you. I know the example of the person who received the money for sponsored video,
Hmm.
and this person meant to release the video, but noticed that the coin is pumping suddenly and refused to doing it. Come to the company and said, "Fuck you! I'm not doing this. This is
Okay.
shady."
Okay.
You
But
can do it. You can do it. Don't say they cannot do it. And but I'm not saying don't do it. Do it this way. But you like, instead of like, because what I'm saying, Bitboy got a little too far in the spring, as every YouTuber. So it's like they got a little too far because they were shitting coins every second day. And it's like he knows what's happening, and he never really said, "Look, this." First of all, in the spring, he never disclosed this is the sponsored videos, and
okay, that is
and
one
also
thing. That's
and
one thing.
also
That's
yeah,
one thing that you have to do. I always do it. Like whenever I do like a sponsored
yeah.
video, I mention it, I write it down. I even tell YouTube I'm doing it because they write
But
it down.
don't you think it's much better if they would come, look guys, I do the sponsored videos and I have big influence on the market, and you don't really have to jump on it when I promote it, like really, like this is sponsored video and
Okay,
I don't want
okay,
to be.
let's say the
you
company doesn't
can
do that.
you can lose
Okay,
money when I promote the video, when I
so let's
talk
say
about yeah.
so let's say the company does that, Marcy. Let's say the company doesn't tell their friends to buy it and everything, and they just sell when this video comes out. How can Bitboy have control over a company's funds? They does not. The only thing it can do is say, do your own research, right? Make a few videos saying don't buy the pump, which he has. I've done it too. I tell people not to buy shit like when it's pumping, right? That's the only thing we can do. I make sure it's disclosed in the video everywhere on top, and I say it as well. Whenever there's a sponsored video, I say it, right? And I tell people, but you can't do much more than that. You
Oh,
just
you
can't.
I
Now,
think you
me, I'm not
can.
that big anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 20,000 subscribers won't move the price, but do you know what I mean?
I
There are
think you
people like,
can you can do much more. I really know the people who refuse that, who have the morals and refuse doing
well,
so.
that's not a business for them. That's the thing, though. That's
Look,
not a business
I
for them.
understand. I understand because Bitboy probably make. First of all, like I want to disclose, and I always say Bitboy is rich because of his business, not because of his investments, and that's probably it's possible even catching the tens of millions a year. That includes sponsorship, views, but he can also do like there is solution which business wise is bad. I understand, like if you want squeeze much money you do it, and it's easy to talk being me because I'm small. I have 1400 subscribers, right? So people would say, hey, it's easy to talk till you have 100,000 subscribers and you get these offers, right? So this is the
Oh,
problem because
you get offers. Believe, look,
so
I
so
deny offers every day.
so
I get,
someone yeah
and I have 20,000 subscribers, and I
yeah
deny in the thousands of euros. I deny them
so
because they're not legit. But there's some
so
that
I
are.
I understand it's easy to talk when you don't get the offers because everything changes. It's really like, hey, we pay you 200K if you make the promotional video, and it's like, hey, 200K. It's like a
So,
fucking house, right?
if
So
someone offers
I
me 200K,
understand. I
I'm not just talking
understand
shit.
this point. I understand this point. It's like Mike Tyson. Everyone is clever till they get in punch in the face or whatever, or
Everyone has
what.
a plan.
It's like,
Everyone
oh,
has a plan
sorry,
before they
yeah,
get punched in
everyone
the mouth.
has a plan till they get. So everyone, I might have a plan till I don't get over 200K to make a video, right? So
Yeah.
someone could accuse me of that. So like I understand this, but I can say I try to be solid and I try to refuse that. I will try to my best,
As l-
but you want to make money. You don't want to take sponsored videos, Big Boy. I'm pretty sure if you open Patreon, people will buy your Patreon.
we
Like
doesn't want to do that. That's not. I don't want to do a Patreon either, dude.
yeah, I
Why?
understand. I understand, but that seems like a little bit more moral than
Again,
you know.
if a company pays you to do review a product in crypto, as long as you disclose it, and I'll give you that one because I always disclose it as well, and make sure people understand that. Okay, and it's not a scam. You did your research, or it doesn't look like a scam, and you legitimately, sorry, feel
It's fine.
that can that you can bring value talking about this video. If you don't do it, someone else will, right? But if you how different is that than Johnny Depp uh, endorsing his own perfume or cologne without him wearing it? How different is that from influencers doing it? It's the name of YouTube. Like if you're an influencer, if you're on a YouTube channel, that's the next step. YouTube won't pay you shit.
Uh
YouTube won't give you shit all. It's the only money you make is either by pushing your own products, which I do, or reviewing products, which they pay you. That's it, man. That's how you make money.
well,
Now,
I disagree.
if I had the money that Anthony Pompliano had, right? If because I don't, but Anthony Pompliano is worth his own hedge fund. He's got a shitload of money, and Bitboy Crypto too. I mean, he's multi-millionaire. I'm not on that level. Maybe I wouldn't, but that's not the point. Is even if I did, as long as you disclose it, what's the problem? I don't see the problem with this. Why do people not understand that this can be a business, and doing what you love and getting paid for it is somebody's dream? Why can't YouTubers follow their dreams? Why can't YouTubers actually make it and be successful, right, doing what they love? Because what? Oh, he's getting money for it. Yes, so doctors get paid, they save your life. Ooh,
Yeah.
congratulations. Pharmacists make money, they save your life. Great, great. Lawyers get you out of jail, they get paid for it. Awesome. Why can't YouTubers do it, man?
And you got to my point. Why Antonio Pompliano was keep talking about the Dogecoin, which was absolutely fine because it was hype video, it was entertainment, instead of asking the Bitboy why you were shitting coin and you were never disclosing that before. That's the
Because
much bigger
because
problem
Pompliano
because that's a crime. Because
because
that's a
Pompliano
crime.
knows one thing. because Pompliano knows one thing, which you apparently are missing here. You cannot blame someone for doing something without proof. How can you say, even if he is, how can you say he's making shilling products and getting paid without disclosing it, without proof, even if he is?
I know because he started disclosing it.
That's a
later
different
on.
story. But how do you know before he was? How do you know he wasn't talking about these projects for whatever? You don't know that though.
I just,
Pompliano doesn't. Pompliano is not an idiot. Okay, he's a multi-million-dollar hedge fund. He has lawyers. He knows what to talk about and what not to talk about.
those
If
Americans,
you
they
came
always
to me
follow.
if you came to me right now and said to me, "Hey man, you accepted money for cryptocurrency and said on air and did not disclose it," I would sue you for defamation. Right? So
Yeah.
you can. It's not freedom of speech. Defamation is not. It's like SafeMoon. I can call SafeMoon shit all day. I can say it's complete crap. It's based on a scam code. I can call shit all day, right?
Mhm.
But if I start saying that the CEO is stealing money, which I don't think he is, I actually like the CEO. There's a little weird thing going on with me in SafeMoon. If I start saying shit like defamatory, I can get sued. Of course I can.
But Pompliano could prepare easily for this because, luckily, so far the blockchain is very transparent and you can easily track if the Bitboy was actually paid.
How do you know? Okay, do it right now. You have an
Well,
address that you think is Bitboy Cryptos. Can you prove it?
I will do some research because I actually had some wallets that, like, let's say,
And
few
how do
few.
you know which? And how do you know? And if the company paid him, you have to look and see if he said so
Okay,
or not.
okay, yeah. I can't prove it, but I know.
But
I
I
know.
can't.
I
Okay,
know. I can't
again.
prove it in the light of law, but I can tell my people I know it. I just know it.
Okay, I say, man. I don't. If my
Would
point
it get
is,
me in trouble? I don't know. I'm not in the US, right? But
yeah, but it's still it doesn't. It's not. You're not in the U.S., so you won't get you in trouble.
but
Just like
I
I'm not in the U.S., so it doesn't get me in trouble. But and I'm in Greece, so everyone can go fuck off.
yeah
And I travel around. I go to Bulgaria as well. So, but that's not the point. The point is, you can. It does just because you can get away with it by doing something illegal. I think it's unethical to do it from the moment that you're not supposed to do it in an argument, like on a debate level. And don't forget, like Pomp's audience, they're not idiots. They know like why he shouldn't do something, right?
yeah
You can't blame
and
somebody for shilling, taking money and dumping on your subscribers unless you have proof. You just can't.
yeah. So that's why no one can get accused because of the blockchain, and that's also the danger because the
It's also
once.
unregulated, so it
But
doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
so it's like, hey, I have no proof. I cannot talk about this. But at the same time, there are people losing money.
All right, so listen, Zaid Amir is saying Bitboy was pushing Cardano earlier in the year, and all of a sudden he's pushing XRP now. Yeah, because technical
Yes.
analysis. I was pushing Cardano. I was telling people to sell XRP to get into Cardano, right? And I did it, and I was telling people, and they did it. They made a lot of money from it. And then I said 60 cents when you break resistance, buy XRP because it's going to go there, and then go back to Cardano. And we called everything on my channel. I never got paid from XRP or Cardano,
Yeah.
right? I don't even know them. So
Yeah.
that's technical analysis right there. It doesn't just because he switched doesn't mean he got paid from XRP, right? You can't say
Yeah.
that.
And he did just this is close. He didn't get to paid from Cardano because Cardano doesn't do it. So I never shipped Cardano because to me Cardano is ship project, and I'm not into technical analysis. I just want to see if the developers built on that. I don't see it as the vibrant blockchain, so that's why I wasn't
But let
shitting.
me ask you something, because a lot of
But
people
I,
talk
I
about
want to
PA.
tell the Cardano doesn't pay money for sponsorship. Cardano is a very fair blockchain. I will say it. I don't know where the valuation come from, but they're fair blockchain, right? Like they are not really the VC investors and stuff like this. Yeah.
So Zaid Mir now says Bitboy also said that the XRP case will end in September, and then he had inside information. Okay, so last year I had inside information, not exactly from the company, that VeChain will be listed on Coinbase. and I had this source from a very trustworthy, huge source. It never happened. Shit happens. Sometimes things get recalled, and sometimes things don't happen. It might not be his fault. Maybe he had an inside information, but maybe some things change. Which is that's why you have to be very careful when talking about inside information.
So okay,
And
so
actually,
that
you're not supposed to talk about inside information in
yeah,
general.
like
But
that's actually that's illegal
so so
also.
so 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 on my channel we have outside information. We do outside information. We do not do inside
Yeah, the
information.
inside information is illegal thing. You cannot. It's
Not
breaking the law.
Okay, so again, it depends on which jurisdiction you are, which country you're in, and
But
also
I
which market you're in. Because right now we're unregulated in most cryptocurrency
yeah,
markets, so it's still no. But it
yeah.
can bite your ass later on down the street, so you have to be careful.
But I also want to say not everything that is banned by law is good. Like that's also like I have certain beliefs, that. But so that's the Bitboy part that I said, like he can disclose things more and be more open. But I understand he ran the entertainment business. I always want to Beat Boy. I don't like some people disagree, but I want to say Beat Boy is not educational channel. Beat Boy is entertainment channel, and he brings the entertainment. And I believe cryptocurrency is addiction for many people. They love to check the price. They want to make gains, and they will be watching Beat Boy because they look for the validation.
Bitboy also talks about. Has also helped a lot of people. Did you know that Bitboy used to be a drug addict?
You
And he had a
told me. You told me
huge
about this.
problem,
Yeah.
and he got out of it and succeeded again.
Yeah.
That's why I respect Bitboy a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
He actually accomplished a lot in his life. Bitboy went through a lot of shit to get where he is, so he's an overachiever. That's why I like Bitboy.
Yeah, that's just teasing on the Bitboy. You can read, but Ben had the insider information that BTC would top first week of October, push this narrative for months. When this prediction totally failed, he acts like he never said it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know, but I never really followed that.
that's what I want to say. This is entertainment. Like, this is that's why the people watch Beat Boy, and he keeps saying bullshit, but that's what I mean. Like, Beat Boy is not education, and people shouldn't follow this because all of that is nonsense. He has 35 people employed. People write scripts now for him. It's too busy. He 3 videos a day. The company
Yeah,
is too big. Is the business like you watch Saturday Night Live? That's one is funny. Like Saturday Night Live is actually funny, but that's the same concept. You have people writing scripts, working on it. So and the negative for the Pomp, because I actually was so disappointed with Pomp because Bitboy was there actually to discuss and defend himself, and the Pomp was just laughing, was offending him, and stuff like this with no valid argument. And I was like,
it was funny though when he said like it's like where did I say that? Oh, on the thumbnail. I thought that was hilarious.
yeah, yeah, that was, but
That
that
was
was
that,
like,
that, that was hilarious. I'm gonna
that was not valid discussion. And also, what I don't like, the Pop is very open to call people idiots, but like, hey, like that's a little too much. Like, I mean, I call people idiots, but I'm allowed. But
dude, if you're in SafeMoon and you think it's gonna go to $1, you're an idiot. I'm sorry.
that's different thing. But he was actually yeah, you are idiot, but like I mean, not you, but like if you
Yeah, yeah.
hold safe and but it is on Doge. I don't like Dogecoin, and I think I'm actually think people overstate that because people think there is many people working on the Dogecoin, and if you look at the contributors, it's still quite dead. There is not many
We talked
contributors.
about this before. Dogecoin has a use case. It's one of the few ones that does. You know why? Because Dogecoin is a proof of concept meme coin. Now, when I said this, when it was going to the top, and I said it's a meme coin, people attacked me. It is a meme coin. Oh, it's not a joke no more. Look at it now. Elon Musk is talking about it's going to the moon.
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's a
that's
meme
what I'm
coin.
saying.
But that's what it is. We know what Doge is. We know it's a meme coin. It doesn't pretend not to be a meme coin, right? That's why I like Doge. If you remember the conception of my channel, my dog right here is next to me. I just woke him up. He's going now. He's really pissed off. I used to collect Dogecoin for him, right? I like Dogecoin. Now,
Hmm.
I wouldn't bet the farm on it. I wouldn't sell my house for Dogecoin, but I like Dogecoin, right? I think it's funny. I think it's cool. What I
Hmm.
don't like is when a meme coin disguises itself as some other shit when it's not. That is a scam. or when it tries to imply some other shit when it's not. That is a scam, right? So the people in Shiba Inu, I'm not going to call them idiots. I'm not, because I also bought Shiba Inu. I just a couple of times sold a bit too fast, but I was in Shiba Inu. So I was wrong because I should have held on to that shit. Okay. But I'll say this: if you are buying Shiba Inu and you held and then you sold, right? You are either a complete moron or a fucking genius. But there's no in between. Me, you, Marcin, some people watching this, we're in between. We never figured it out. Either you have to be a complete genius or a complete moron. There's no in between here. That's my view on what happened with Shiba. Now, if you bought it now, then obviously you're stupid. Everyone was saying it's a top, right? Like when something pumps like crazy, you sell. You don't hold it. So a lot of people, though, you're seeing about all these people making astronomical gains on Shiba. They made a shitload of money. They're millionaires, billionaires. Great. Do you know how many people got fucking wrecked because of this? Wrecked because for them to make millions, they took money from people that lost millions. And that is a problem. This is why I don't like safe.
Yeah, that but the like I had problem with Pomp actually teasing on the, as I said, on the Dogecoin. Despite people overstayed because there was no changes to the Dogecoin code. As I see, everyone can see everything on the GitHub for Dogecoin. There is some bugs being fixed, so some people actually participate into this. But I think Pump simply showed how ignorant he is about
He's
the
not
culture.
ignorant.
He doesn't understand the culture. He doesn't understand the
No,
culture.
he doesn't care about the culture. See, you
Maybe.
have to understand. You have to understand that he is talking of on an institutional level and an investment level. And on an institutional level and investment level, yes, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu is moronic. It is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about meme culture, community that can drive prices up, yes, there's a case for it. But the more people, the more money people make, the more people get wrecked. You have to understand you can't have one without the other. There's a war. When people are buying, others are selling. When people are selling, others are buying. Whoever is on the wrong side gets wrecked. It's not against the banks. It's not against money that's out there in a bank somewhere where they're just giving it out to people. It's from other people. Right? So shilling something, lying about something and doing that is the issue. That's what Pomp doesn't like. But that's why I said I agree with both of them, because both of them on their own audience capacity level, whatever you want to call it, demographic, whatever you want to call it, are right. They are right. And they were wrong about a few things as well. So they're both right and both wrong, but they're coming from different directions. This is why I said there's three sides to a coin: the heads, the tails, and the edge. You have to look at all three sides.
I think you figure out how to be liked.
I like the carrots. I like the carrot shirt. I love carrots.
It's very old.
It looks like a carrot.
Yeah. I think you figure out how to be liked by everyone.
No, people fucking hate me, dude. You know how many people
I
get death threats? I get death threats on YouTube. You want me to show you some of the comments I get?
Oh yeah, please. But answer the question. Like, actually, I didn't. I assume this question is about the All In podcast. I watched the All In podcast. I didn't see how they joke about dumping Solana, but they are invested in Solana. I'm not sure about Chamath, but one of them via VC firms. So they maybe were joking, but they are very big on Solana.
We've been talking about crypto. We've been talking on the CryptoFactor. I've been talking about Solana since the beginning of this year. I was telling people to buy it at a few dollars, at $10, at $14, at $20. Even when they went to $70, everyone's like, "So is it up?" I'm like, "No, buy it. It's going to $150, $250." Solana was one of my number one plays.
I think there's many red flags. So I was very bearish on Solana recently. It pumped a lot since. I made the video around 200. It's above that, but I said there's many red flags, especially that it's a very high VC level of investors. So very low public. Sorry.
Why is that a red flag?
That the public didn't have big access to the cheap tokens. First of all.
Well, yes, they did. Yes, they did. On the crypto factor,
Well,
talking about it.
yeah,
Why didn't they
but
buy it?
I mean the seed rounds. Like
No
probably the
one has
VC
access
funds
to
have
seed
like
rounds. Very
sense.
few people. Very few people have access to seed rounds.
Well,
When was the last time?
I
Okay,
okay.
this
Simply
is spoiled because crypto is spoiled. No, crypto
that's
people are
against
spoiled.
the idea of decentralization. Okay.
Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, when in crypto, right? Why would you have access to seed rounds for companies, right? In crypto, when you don't have access to seed rounds even in the stock market and stuff like that with seed investors. Why are we special here? And if you tell me because it's crypto we decentralized, well then why are you buying centralized coins and why are you buying anything
No,
other than Bitcoin and Dogecoin?
there is seed rounds in like in the stocks, right? In the private companies.
You don't know about them. Do you know about them? You have
The,
to be a
the
credible investor, dude. You have to.
yeah. You have to be investor. So
Well,
like what I'm saying.
so why in cryptocurrency everybody investing in crypto have to have access to seed rounds? Why is this a problem?
No, that doesn't have, but I wouldn't call it decentralized blockchain there because it's a very centralized company, and that's what I talk about.
And that's why
And
Bitcoin is the only true and only proven decentralized cryptocurrency in the world.
that's very good point. That's very good point because Solana is not this for sure. And
And
also
gold for what
the
it's worth.
Solana was down for how long? 13 hours, and it's beta project. So that's very important to know that it's not ready project is in beta and that it was down. So I would advise
Amazon
to
was
be
down, Facebook was down at times, Google was down at times. Do you see them like
Solana
holding up?
longer. Blockchain is never down.
Well,
Blockchain
no
is
one
supposed
said that.
blockchain is not down. Blockchain is in the weekends. You can speculate Sunday, Saturday,
Right.
whatever you want.
Well,
So
Solana is a very centralized, a very centralized, decentralized company.
yeah, it's way too centralized. So, but
Next river down.
I missed on that. I wasn't talking hex for a long time. Actually, the Paul from the Nothing show, like he wanted to ask you some questions. Do you? But he
Anything you guys,
wanted
anything you guys want, go ahead, shoot. This is why I'm here, man.
he wanted to come live with you, and
Sure, let's do it.
yeah.
Sure.
So Paul, I
I
show
already
you
told him to come. They only. Oh, you want live here?
to hop on and ask you
Come
the
on, man.
questions. If
Bring him on.
unless you're in rush,
Bring him on. Bring him on.
here you are. Like Paul, you can come and talk face to face. Unless he doesn't want. He was because I know he read your books, so it's actually a fan.
Yeah, I wanted to come. I wanted him to come on my show and go to his show as well. I wanted to help, but so much shit have happened since then that I just didn't have time to arrange. There's a lot of other interviews and shows I was supposed to have with people that I didn't do. Some really important ones, some really big people that may have got pissed off at me, but I didn't have a choice with everything that happened. I just didn't have time.
I'd love to talk to Bitboy one day, but maybe
Bitboy is cool, man.
I think so. And he has this amazing hairline.
So is Pomp. So is Pomp. Pomp and Bitboy are really cool people, man. If you meet them, if you talk to them, they're amazing. They're both willing to help. They both care. At least this is my experience, right? Because they helped me out when I was a piece of shit channel. When I didn't even have the CryptoFactor channel. I had another channel that wasn't even to do with crypto, and they helped out. So
I think this is the cool thing about Americans. They are quite outgoing to you, So what's up?
Hey man, what's
up? Adjust
Martin.
yourself in the center, Paul.
Me?
Yeah.
No, him.
No. The.
Here. You gotta get in the center, man. We don't want to see the edge of your glasses. We're all wearing glasses. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Paul.
There you go.
Oh
Paul.
man, you take your glasses off. Now you're not in the club. Now you're not in the club, man. You have to put your glasses back on. We have to all wear glasses. There you go. See, now you're part of the team.
Paul is the legend.
Mafia. Can you hear me? Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah. But it might be delay. I'm not sure because you respond a little with the delay.
Huh. You guys are coming in.
Are you on YouTube or are you on Restream?
I'm on the Restream now.
It should be okay. Yeah, that's it's fine now. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask Paul a few questions about his book. I've been reading the CryptoFactor currently, and in the book, you talk with a lot of other crypto influencers, important people in the space about success.
Yes.
And we really don't get a idea of what your idea of success is. I want to ask you what your idea about what success is. I know in the book you talk about lots of people just look at it from a financial thing, that if I make gains, I'm successful. But it seems to me, reading the book, that the people that make the most gains, that have the most success, judge success in a different way. They don't look at it as a dollars and cents. They look at it as more of a happiness, or what their lives now can be about with the money. So I'd like to hear from Paul about his own personal views on success.
Well, let me answer it like this, because I think I know what you're trying to ask, but there's like a few questions in there at the same time. Because success, let's say from the beginning, success can be making money, it could be getting over drugs, it could be stopping an alcoholic, it could be anything you want it to be. But what's actual success for you? Because I think you're asking on what you, on your own sort of thing, is success, right? Where you want to go. Because money maybe is a byproduct of success. So let me answer like this. When I had cancer the first time, right? When I had cancer the first time, and I almost died, it may have been the best thing that ever happened to me. And let me explain why. Because until then, I just had goals in my life, right? But after that, I had a purpose. So success for me, at that point, when I made a promise, and I don't want to say who I made a promise to, but it was spiritual, but also family orientated. I made a promise to succeed, do the best I can, and then to help others do the same, right? To be able to help them do the same. And that is my purpose. And then that purpose consists of smaller purposes: to leave a legacy, to be remembered in a certain way, to have left something behind. All of that, for me, is success.
I think part of crypto and part of the we're talking about Bitboy and how he gets views is it's always a negativity. It's always centralized around a negative comments, responding to negative people. That the positive people in this space and positive comments don't seem to get much traction. That it seems like the only way to get likes and views and subscribers is to bash people or to respond negatively to comments in your section.
Let me cut you off, Paul. Let me cut you off. Stop. No. That's a certain level. You can't say that because, okay, Andreas Antonopoulos, he has done crazy stuff. He's never responded to negativity. Doesn't even do anything about it, right? So you, and I can give you more names, right? So it's not all about negativity. But now continue what you were saying, because I just want to make that clear.
Sure, there's positive people, but if you look at the people that are getting the most views, the most subscribers, and what the content they're producing, more often than not, it's based in some toxicity. Based in degrading someone else or putting someone else down or calling them an idiot. And I get that. That's fine. But I feel with me that when I get involved in those kinds of shows and those kinds of shillings, that it affects me mentally. And again, going back to your book and CryptoFactor, it's not really a book about crypto. It's a book about mindset. It's a book about getting your head right. And I think people kind of skim over that point a lot, that we just get into this pump my bag, make some gains. And Marcin and I have talked about this in the past in comments about, if you're miserable being broke, you're going to be miserable when you make a big bag. And until you get your mental health right, until you can start enjoying happiness in your life, regardless of your financial situation, you're going to be stuck in that rut of always chasing the market, of always trying to find something, chasing the dopamine, trying to find something that makes you feel good, when the most permanent way is to build up from the inside out, right?
Agreed. Listen, man, the reason that you see a lot of toxicity and negativity is not always the this is gonna sound weird right now. You ready? I'm about to defend negative people. It's not always the influencers or the talent's fault. And let me explain why. Negative news travels a lot faster than positive news. It just does. That's why news channels use negative news scary news, right, and bad news, because that travels. That's what people want to see. You'll hear 10 news articles about how a Bitbull, right, attacked and ate somebody's dog or attacked a human being or whatever. You will never see a news article, Bitbull licks human to death, or Bitbull licks human so much everyone laughs. No, because no one gives a shit. People want to know the scary shit and the negative shit. So a lot of times influencers might make content in general, but the ones that go viral happen to be the negative ones, and happen to be the ones that make them seem like they're negative people, even though they're not. Does that make sense? So it's not always their fault. Now, at the same time, yes, a lot of people use this to their advantage. They just do. And if you want to do, and if you want to, like, if you are in ads and if you do consumer psychology, like I do, right? I don't use these tactics often, but I do talk about them in my books, in my other books, my entrepreneurial books. If you want to go viral, read Contagious, for example. Read Contagious. There's a book called Contagious. That's how you go viral. Read Primal Branding. That's how you brand yourself and your product. And it's a big part of entrepreneurship. It's a big part of human psychology, consumer psychology. People do it, but it's not always their fault.
I've heard someone else mention that if you have to ask yourself if you should be an entrepreneur, then you most certainly should not. Do you agree with that?
Maybe. Look, entrepreneurship is not all what it's called out to be, and not everybody can be an entrepreneur. This is why I hate those advice videos that tell you quit college, don't finish college, because if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be successful. Yeah, but a lot of people are not cut out to be entrepreneurs. They're just not. So let me give you a very good example of that, okay? And this will sound really bad, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you about personal experience. I'm an entrepreneur. I am. I've done entrepreneurship in my life. I'm also an entrepreneur. I work for companies as well, okay? Now, in 2016, it was the first time I had cancer. Since I had cancer, right, I got better, but then my house burned down in Canada. I lost my sister to cancer, and I lost my mother in my arms to cancer as well. Soon after my dad got sick, I was taking care of my dad. A couple of weeks ago, he also died, right? And this is the second time I'm fighting cancer now. But I'm going to keep on moving. I keep on doing shows. I'm always on camera, and I keep going. And I'm doing projects. I'm doing books. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You got to ask yourself if that's what you want. Because, I cry in my sleep. I do. But it's not, there's a certain mindset that you just have to keep going. Now, are you going to go through everything I went through? There's more stuff, man. I went bankrupt a couple of times. I was chased by banks. I was chased by the mafia at some point. Like, there's a lot of shit that happens in someone's life. But the thing is, how do you have that attitude to keep going? And you don't have to be an entrepreneur to become rich. You can be an entrepreneur and become a vice president of a company or a CEO for a company and do great. Not everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur. They're not, right? Now, so do you have what it takes to have that consistency and so on to be an entrepreneur? Okay, maybe you do. But this advice I hear about, quit college, become an entrepreneur, go all in, stop what you're doing, just concentrate on crypto for the next 3 months because the only opportunity you're gonna have in your life. I think that's the shittiest, stupidest, most unresponsible advice somebody can give someone. Right? Because somebody might not be cut out to be an entrepreneur. Maybe they're not cut out to keep going through extreme conditions, which you do not know if they're gonna come or not. Maybe everything will be easy, maybe it won't.
I think that's a great point. I think you see that trading too. I know a lot of people like to poo-poo on trading. I am new to trading. I do it daily, and more so than watching. I do my own technical analysis. I do think there is some validity to that, but at the same time, we all see the same signals. So we all buy when we see buy signals. We all sell when we see sell signals. So I think technical analysis can be
everyone has different analysis, bro.
But more importantly to me, I think it's the market psychology of how people behave when they're under stress. And I think this is why a lot of people in crypto probably don't belong in crypto, because you can see it in the price action when things start pumping, when things start dumping. You can see it in the order book that people get emotional. I've watched people trade, and people that are whales that are trading $5 million Bitcoin trades get emotional and start making bad decisions. And I think the reason why I've been able to have a pretty high success in trading is because I've learned to not master, but at least control my emotional feelings and not get emotional when the price gets moving.
Do you know technical analysis measures psychology? That's what technical
exactly. It's a statistic of how people behave. It's exactly what it is. And I think a lot of people also kind of gloss over that fact and try and make it, you're driving triangles and all this, but all you really have to do is understand how people are going to behave when put under stress. And you need a really high risk tolerance to be in crypto if you really want to do well in this space. And I'm afraid that crypto in general kind of attracts a lot of brilliant people, but also a lot of desperate people. A lot of people trying to make a quick gain. A lot of people with the Lambo dream are, they're going to take a few dollars and turning it into $1 million. This whole idea of a $589 XRP or a dollar SHIB. It's just not realistic when you start doing the math and doing
market. Buy SafeMoon, dude. Just buy SafeMoon. It's the only thing you need to do, and you'll be a millionaire tomorrow.
But, right. But this idea, and people convince themselves that this is possible. I know when I first got into crypto, I came in through Doge because people that I worked with were buying Doge, and I was tired of missing out on this opportunity. And I jumped in and I sold myself on $1 Doge. Maybe $1 Doge is in the realm of possibility, but I don't see a $12 Doge. I mean, it would be like a $3 trillion market cap.
Maybe.
So anyway, my point being that market psychology probably more important than technical analysis. Or again, like you said,
technical analysis reads market psychology. Technical analysis reads market psychology.
Right. I get that.
And if you want, how long have you been studying technical analysis for?
Since July. I opened my Flemix trading account in July. And of course, I was going to do it as, on their little training platform. But that lasted about 10 minutes before I opened my first trade.
Best advice I can give you right now. Okay, I'm going to say something that's really mean. And I'm going to give you some really good advice. And then I'm going to top that off so you can understand it. First of all, I don't know if how well you're doing, but I wish you lost your money. I wish you lost your money straight away.
Yeah. And I see that too. I mean,
you know why I wish it? Wait, let me continue because everyone's going to think I'm an asshole. But I wish you lost your money straight away. And I'll tell you why. Because the problem is if you don't lose your money, you get what is called God mode and you think you understand technical analysis. And the truth is everybody's an expert in the bull market.
Absolutely. Right? It's easy in the bull market.
Let me put it like this. I'll tell you the good news and the bad news. So the bad news is you don't know TA right now. And what you're doing that looks like you're doing well is probably luck in the most part. Let me tell you the good news. You can learn TA if you practice and learn TA and read about TA and study TA in about 1 or 2 years. Now, that might seem like a long time, but if you take into account it takes a doctor to become a doctor in 6 years, a lawyer to become a lawyer in 8 years, 1 or 2 years to become a technical analyst and understand it is not a long time, especially when you can make more money than both of them. But do not fall in the trap thinking you know TA just because everything is working out, those Fibonacci's, those triangles, and everything is working out for you. Because right now, that's working for everyone. But as soon as you get into a bear market, or as soon as some shit happens that it might be bad for you, man. So I'm not telling you you're not going to be good. I'm not telling you can't make it into a profession. I'm not telling you to stop it. I'm telling you, buy some books, not my books. I don't have books on technical analysis. I'm also not the best guy to talk about technical analysis. I just know a few things. Perfect. Okay, great book. Also look at a few more I can suggest to you. Right?
Please
do.
Get
on Amazon and learn. You're on the right track, bro. I like that. The fact that you have that book, you're on the right track because you're not learning from YouTubers.
Right.
Right. So that's really good. And go for it. You can make a very good living or even make 6 figures or more by trading, by learning technical analysis. You really can. But realize that all those stop losses that you're using in cryptocurrencies, you have to make them a lot bigger in cryptocurrency because of scam wicks and stuff like that. And a lot of times it's going to get hit and you're going to get stopped out. And you have to, it's a whole different thing than stocks and Forex. I know because I used to teach stocks and Forex technical analysis. And when I go into crypto, I had to change a lot of things and adapt.
I don't believe in stop losses. I don't use them. I've gone back and forth on this, but
you're going to get wrecked.
I think stop losses are nonsense. That's a nonsense. Stop losses are
this is you're all going to get wrecked.
Manipulation, because there's short hunts and long hunts, because the whales will go out and they'll punch you out of your trade, and
but they won't. Yes,
because I've been liquidated that way, or I've been punched out of a trade because of manipulation. And if you just wait 5 more minutes, you'll be back where you at least were before they pump the price. So I don't use them.
Yes, but
right.
But
and
you don't need 5 out of 5 of your trades to be a successful trader. You don't need 4 of your trades to be successful. You need 1 or 2. So the people that actually do technical analysis in crypto, the professionals, if they get the stop code lockers hit, that's okay, never mind, tomorrow. And they'll look for the next trade. See, you are if you're a technical analysis, if you're a day trader or a swing trader, you're not looking to be right every time. You'll get stopped out. You'll get people. There is stop hunting. Yes, we know this. But that's where you have to be calm and know, okay, I'll take the loss. I'll get the next one.
That's right. I just got liquidated in the mana pump. I hit it the first day. We pumped. I made a big bag. And then the second day, it looked in the charts like it was about to do the same thing. I FOMO'd into a long without really thinking about it too much. And I got liquidated last night. But no big deal. You come back. Trading to me is like my home casino.
And
I don't
you didn't use a stop loss. And you didn't use a stop loss. Yet you tell me I don't believe in stop losses. But if you had a fucking stop loss, you'd be like, okay, it didn't work out for me. Too bad. Next one.
Yep. And at one point when I was 70% down, what's another 20% to your liquidation? You know what I mean? You're already underwater. That's
very bad mentality. See, that's that's a very wrong mentality. You need to read some more books, man.
Yeah, for sure. I do make mistakes. I don't win every trade, but again, my overall portfolio is way up. And again, it's not something I'm trying to make a living. I have 2 jobs that 100% income profits, and it's just my home casino. And that's the way you really should approach it.
No, you should not look at it as a casino. You should take it seriously, learn it, dominate it.
Like a casino, I think it's very casino-ish.
You should learn it, dominate it, and make it yours, and not look at it as a casino, because that way you'll either not make it, or you'll be mediocre for the rest of your life.
Interesting point.
Sorry, guys, to stop you. My girlfriend just blamed me. I didn't respond to her keys on the live. So, it's can I say something? Because I was letting you guys speak. I want to say something. First of all, Paul, I'm really glad you're not broke, because sometimes I was worried that reading your comments that you're ruining your life. But now when I'm hearing that you have 2 jobs and
that's Paul. I was just gonna say me.
No, you both Paul. And Paul is my most devoted viewer, so I'm really glad you actually have 2 jobs, because we do jokes, but I don't want anyone to ruin their life, and that you do great. I also said that stop loss is a nonsense, but it's because I don't trade, because that's not my pair of socks. Let's say like this, and I really like to what was his name? His surname is Lynch.
Peter Lynch.
Peter Lynch, the investor. Yeah, that's him. So why stop loss if you long into something, right? He had this mentality. If you know what you hold, that's okay. And he was giving the example, actually buying stock of some companies at 16, and he was thinking it's at the deep, and then it went to like 10, and then I think at 4, and he was still holding it. It was like, what's going on? But he was keep holding it because, and apparently later on it went to like 50 or 90 because. So my idea is just always own what you hold, but because I'm not a trader and I never jump on this crazy opportunities, and also about the emotions in the trading, all of these Bitboy thumbnails and stuff like this, that's the dopamine rush for the people, which is probably not unhealthy, and all of this involves like emotions. But like if you know what you hold, you can be emotional, but don't be emotional and don't use your emotions on the trades. Because let's say I hold Atom, right? And I did mistake. I got roasted on, like, I really like have big losses on the shitcoin in the spring, but I was like, I actually easily could deal with it because I wasn't attached to this project somehow. But I held through the Atom. I hold Atom, right? And it was dumping bad. So it feels bad. But probably if I would be emotional, I would try to sell it. I would get rid of crypto, but I'm on all-time high now. And it's like, so sometimes it's good to remove the emotions and just keep the fundamentals that you probably believe in.
That's all
But
nice and dandy until like somebody trading these cryptocurrencies need money and they have to sell, and they need it to like live or buy something or pay for something that's really important.
Well,
So
why
I
are
like
you
investing. I like investing. I invest. I have an investment bag and I have a trading account as well. So I have both.
yeah, I have the stock crypto and I have money in the bank account. That's not I that's so I can
Paul
I can
mentioned
survive.
something.
I'm not
Paul,
I'm
did you
not
say something earlier on? I heard something.
what I was saying is why would you invest in crypto if you were that close to the edge? If you were going to need $500 to pay your rent and you put it on the blockchain, I feel like that's a foolish move. Before I even got into blockchain, let me tell you a little bit of it. I followed a program by Dave Ramsey. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the old man, Dave Ramsey.
I do watch
Yeah.
it.
I'm not huge on him, but I did follow his program and it did work. I was, we'll call it $35,000 in debt, making $12 an hour for some kind of relevance to my debt ratio to how much I was earning. So I was really underwater. I was in a really bad, I had 18 open lines of credit, and every single day I was making a payment. And I got tired of living like that. And so I started listening to Dave Ramsey on the radio. He had his show, and I started following his program. And in about just before the March pump, I found myself completely out of debt. No credit card debt, no car payments, no house payment. Nice. My kid is through college, all of that. And that's when I came into crypto. And that's why I'm always going to be okay, because I'm playing with money that I can wipe my ass with.
But most people don't. Most people are playing with money that's their last hope or hopium that they
and I think that's a foolish way to approach this space. This is probably the most volatile asset class. And if you think you're going to come in here with your last $100 and pay your rent, you're going to probably end up at the end of the month short on rent.
At the same time, it's one of the only markets that actually can make you a lot of money.
Absolutely. And I want to switch gears here now and talk a little bit about Cosmos. I know Marcin has got a lot of value and a lot of heart into the Cosmos projects. And of course, that has come down onto me, and because I just follow whatever he says, I don't really try to think too much.
Don't.
But really cool projects. I don't know, Paul, if you're familiar with osmosis.zone, the Cosmos exchange, just an incredible application, lightning fast. The fees on Cosmos are nominal, and I really think it's the future. I mean, obviously, they're going to be multi-block chains, but I think Cosmos has a really bright future. So and again, I don't care about price action. I just keep dumping money into it, and hopefully one day it'll pay off for me. And if it doesn't, I feel good about being in it because I believe in it.
So I've been holding Cosmos, Adam, like for years, right? Like as long as and Osmos, I think I got in a couple of months ago, a month ago, some shit like that. But yeah, I think it's a great blockchain. I think it's going to do very well. It's one of my bigger investments. But I'll be taking profits pretty soon on everything, man, before the end of the year, just so you guys know. And I'll be taking more profits in the beginning of quarter one, if there's anything left. And I'm just going to keep my long-term bags after that and wait for the dump for everything.
To the Paul CryptoFactor.
And this
remember,
it might change. I wanted to. We might change. Things change. They'll be, oh look, here's No, yeah, okay, things change, but that's what I'm looking at right now.
Paul, the CryptoFactor. If you hold Atom, make sure you hold it in your wallet, like Kepler, Cosmos Station, or Ledger, because there is a lot of airdrops, and actually Osmosis, as well as recently Juno and many other projects, including like Somali Finance that just got the backup of $21 million from VC funds. They will have the
Yeah,
airdrops to the Atom stakers, so that's very
yeah,
important
I
to keep
fucked up
it.
on that one. I fucked up
So
because I have it staked on my Exodus wallet. So I
I'm
probably
not sure
don't.
if Exodus, because
No,
it's
you
not
don't. You
native.
won't. No, I'm
It's
thinking about moving it to my ledger.
moved to the
Uh,
Ledger,
at least some of them.
and you will be eligible, so that's very important, because I had great live today with very technical guy, and half of the thing he was talking I couldn't understand, to be honest, and I was just pretending I understand, because but at the end the conversation got more in line, more understandable, and I just forget what I wanted to say. Yeah, but oh yeah, he was saying about not chasing what will capture the value, but what will create the value, and that's really important. What's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem, because the Atom itself, as the token, and Cosmos, it doesn't capture much of the value because it's just the road that connects all of the blockchains, but through the airdrops and through the development ecosystem, they create a lot of value in the ecosystem, and these projects like Osmosis is amazing project that creates this value. So it's, I think, valid to be in the Cosmos ecosystem and look for what creates the value, not what capture the value, but what creates the value.
Let
So
me
so
ask you something. Do I need to hold it in my Kepler wallet, or can I just hold it in my ledger? Do I need to stake it in my ledger, or is it automatic?
you need to stake it. So whether it's
How would
Kepler
you
or
do that
Ledger,
through your ledger?
I will find out for you, because I keep it in the Kepler. But
Maybe I do just put in Kepler as well then. It's
and
probably easier.
I stake it. And actually, last week they just announced 2 airdrops. So I will start using Ledger in the bear market, but you will do it also through Ledger. I think you can connect the Ledger and you have validators. How does it look?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna. When I just push it in my ledger and just keep it there.
Because when you connect the Ledger, you still will have validators, I guess, right? Like
I think what
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
sure.
do is just move it to my Kepler wallet and just keep it in there.
Yeah,
Do I need to stake it through my Kepler wallet as well, or do I just get the airdrops anyway?
stake it, because before Osmosis was the hold drop, but most of the project will have stake drop now. So staking is the key. But yeah, it's we end of the year, so
How do you
maybe
stake it? Is it a point and click thing inside the wallet, or?
yeah, like I will go through with it, because once you have it in wallet, you basically have button stake. You choose the stake and you choose your validator. You can choose few different validators to spread it. I actually was showing Paul, so I he's very fluid now.
I don't have a lot of time, so I need to do this like fast and efficiently without just. I
I
don't have
actually
a lot
made
of
a
time.
video last night for some of my friends on my channel too, how to use Osmosis Zone and how to stake through
I've
Kepler
used
Wallet.
Osmosis. I've used it, but you know what the problem is? When things get a bit too confusing, I just sell my shit. I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
it's
Yeah.
super friendly and easy to use. If I can figure it out, certainly you can.
Right.
It's really easy. Start
Yeah.
at osmosis.zone and with a Kepler wallet,
But-
and it's point and click.
But
Okay.
Paul, if you have Kepler, you just hit stake, choose
Yeah, you can do it
validator,
right through Kepler,
delegate,
too.
and it's
Yeah, I'd
it's-
rather keep it in Kepler. I don't want to do like.
The
I-
Osmosis stake takes you right back to your Kepler wallet. It's just a link to your Kepler wallet.
and
Gotcha.
it's 10 seconds. And also at the end, because I will have to run, because I don't know at what stage of the bull market we are, to be honest. And I was thinking maybe I will just stake the Atom, but I'm quite concerned that now altcoins are going so crazy. So I was thinking that December might be bad. That's just my idea. I want to give my idea, because I don't want to encourage like that we are going to the moon and it will never end. And I like to listen to Roll Paul from the Real Vision. So he believed that the bull market will extend to the June, but he believes we also will have sell-off around December. So I think whether we believe it or not, maybe it's good to stay cautious in December, and wait through it and then think what's next. But I just want to be sure that, like, don't no one should get crazy, and be cautious in December, because I'm not sure what's going on. I'm up recently, I'm very happy, but I don't want to suffer losses as I did in the past, so.
I have not seen crazy exuberance. I have not seen that crazy shit yet. Like in March, even in March, the drop in March, which I called, by the way. One of the reasons I figured that out is when everyone was talking about it, and there's one guy that used to sell gold coins that doesn't even speak English well, called me telling me, how do I buy shit coins? I'm like, why don't you buy Ethereum ADA? He's like, no, I want to buy shit coins. He literally used a term I did not understand. And everyone was calling me, how do I buy this shit coin? How do I buy Dogecoin? How do I buy that coin? And that's when I started. That's when I made the video. I look at technical. I'm like, you know what? We're at the top right here. So I don't think we're there again yet. I think there's a lot more to go. It's some communities are already there. But the whole crypto thing is not already there yet. People are still skeptical, and that's a good thing. So we do have more time.
I hope so. I think Shiba maybe is there, but like I will be eyeing the process. Oh, what I wanted to say, Paul, American Paul, there is now the event, Cosmos event in Lisboa, and they have some really cool panels that if you're into Cosmos system, you can actually educate yourself more. And today there was panel on osmosis, which is really amazing. The founder, Sanay Agrawal, was talking about it was like liquid staking. I didn't really get it, but he wants to, like, it's connected staking and liquidity pooling, and it will be available through the coin. So I think it's worth to find it. I will send you when I find it, because I think you would be interested.
But again, anything that's too complicated to do, or I don't understand, and this is the kind of mindset a lot of people have in institutions and when they, entrepreneurs and stuff like that. We don't want confusing shit. We don't want to gamify this shit. We just want to buy, hold, that's it, or buy and sell.
It sounds confusing, but actually Osmo is like really, once you get into it,
super easy.
Okay, you show me. You'll show me.
Now?
Like I'm already staking some because I remember.
Yeah.
But
in my opinion, Osmosis is years ahead of any other blockchain with their inter-blockchain communications.
Yeah,
I don't
and
see anyone competing with Osmosis right now with what they're already have the ability to do.
And liquidity pools are very nice rewards if someone thinks
just killing it.
But will it make money this bull run or the next bull run? Because that's the other thing. A lot of people tell me, "What about this project? What about that project?" Okay, what are you in it for? To make money or because it's cool? Because the fastest change doesn't mean it's gonna make the most money. So it also depends why you're in it. So I like to research projects about the tech in the bear market. Right now, I just want to make money.
I'm looking forward to the bear market for the accumulation because I came into crypto in March. So I kind of wrote off this whole year as a learning experience, as an education. I'm not even thinking about profits. I'm thinking about, 2 or 3 years down the road, where we're going to be as a community, where the technology is going to be, and trying to put my chips in the right basket.
You know what you should buy? You should buy these bears on the blockchain. I can help you out with that. Like,
I'd love to. Please,
I have them. They dumped so much now.
Shit, dude.
They dumped so much. And I'm holding this because I'm not emotional. We talk about the NFTs on the block and burst on the block.
I don't have a choice. I'm holding them. I have like some space punks and some shit like that went down. I was offered a lot of money for them. I didn't give them another all down to fucking nothing almost. I was just holding them.
I also have
Last week I was on a flight to Denver and I'm sitting next to this guy and we're like waiting on the tarmac for 2 hours and he's drawing on his laptop and I turn over to him and I said, NFT? And he was like, yeah. I'm surprised you know what that is. And I kind of explained to him I'm a crypto enthusiast. Turns out it's Crypto Dilly. He's a part of the artists of the On One Force. They've got 7,777 NFTs on OpenSea, and it was pretty cool. Got to meet
On One. On One is huge. On One is huge.
Yeah, he's an artist in the On One community, and he has a few of his own. But again, because of Ethereum, because of gas fees, his $100 NFT would have cost me $300 to purchase, and I just didn't want to do it.
Paul, you should check out Bitbulls.
Yeah, I looked at your project. I looked at it when you were on last with Marcin, and I took a good look at it. It looks awesome. I will.
Yeah, we got a lot of things that are happening
following
in the background. We have so much shit that's happening in the background. It's crazy. I see
Guys,
someone.
Reda.
Who's Reda?
Hey, CryptoFactor. I spoke to you. Hey, what's up, Paul?
Get a
How you doing?
GoFundMe for
I
Reda
spoke to you
camera.
a couple months ago. I want
I remember
to.
you, man. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
you. How are you?
On this Blessed Friday, I wish you health because I know your story. So
Thank you, man. Thank you.
inshallah, you
Appreciate
will get over it soon. And
Thank you, man.
I wish
Thank
you
you.
all the health in the world, man. Yeah.
Nice, man. Thank you.
guys,
No
it's
problems.
very nice here, and I think I might do a speaking panel on my channel.
You should.
I think it's a
because
brilliant idea. I would love to be a part of a community that is non-toxic and is building what we're doing here by trying to educate each other, trying to come together as a community and not chill, not degrade.
Paul, did you say something, by the way? Because I didn't hear you.
I said thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Oh, no, other Paul, American Paul.
I said we're going to
Sorry.
start a GoFundMe.
Oh, both
Reda,
of your
to
names
get you
are
a new
Paul.
camera. Crypto rich, camera poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the better camera, and I
Get
think
a camera.
weekly we can do like some sort of podcast. But I'm not sure if my community is non-toxic, because actually I think my videos might be a little bit toxic if taken out of context. But
Well, entertainment values through the
yeah.
roof, so we'll tolerate it.
Yeah. So I have to run. I need to buy supply of non-alcoholic beer for because I got addicted to non-alcoholic beer recently.
I have
so
some too. I have some too.
I'm gonna drive to the supermarket now, because then I have call with my girlfriend daily. Yeah. So Paul, CryptoFactor, thank you for joining. I know you're busy guy. So and thank you for the support that I get from you, because you can see my views are struggling. So like the
How are
fact
you
that
doing with it? How's this video doing?
that we'll see, we'll promote it a little bit later. I get maybe we got like close to 20 likes, who knows. But the fact that you come and like talk to me despite the not many views is amazing.
Agreed.
And the other Paul, so cool you came, because I think what you talked was so cool with the poll, and like really good insights. And Reda, I have no time for you today.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's just amazing that I've been able to reach out and talk to people like Paul Democritou. And I just think it speaks to your character that you're willing to come onto a small program like this and interact with people, regular guys just like me and with Marcin. And it really speaks to your character, Paul. And I can't thank you both enough for what you've already done for me in my life. My life is so much different in the last 5 months, and my opportunity for success because of what you guys do is, again, the sky's the limit. I feel like in my life now partially because of your influences of you both. And I'm just so grateful and honored to have shared a few minutes with you guys. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Paul, we're always thinking about you and your health and your family. Again, sorry about the loss of your father. I've lost parents too, and it's tough. So we're always thinking about you. And I want to close with this. Anyone out there giving bald hate to a guy with cancer, you're a real piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of piece of shit goes on the internet and hides behind his computer and disparages a guy with cancer for being bald? It's just
I was bald
absolutely
before, man.
ridiculous.
It's okay. I was bald before cancer. They can make.
Yeah, I know. But I just think people are cowards, and they send you messages and say things because they hide behind the computer. But I'm a real guy, and I'm a real person, and I just think that's disgusting what people do. And I know you're better.
Man. Paul, thank you so much. Let me say,
but it's gross.
Paul, thank you. I appreciate that. But the truth is, I really wish I had that long, silky, feminine hair that they have.
You can have in Istanbul, Paul. I'm going to Istanbul to get some more hair, man. You can
Man, I'm
do it
gonna try and get there, man. I'm gonna try and get to this.
Yeah.
You can take some from
Paul,
my jumper.
let's go together one day. Let's go
I go
together.
too, Marzi. I have no more hair, man. I have to go too.
Oh yeah, let's do it all. The
Yeah.
American Paul, like, I don't know what about you Americans, you always have hair. Like, look at the Bitboy, his hairline. What the hell? Like, did you
I
see
know about
Bitboy
you
hairline?
American boys have hair.
Like,
Yeah, I know
the
you
hell?
have
I'm
to.
almost 50 years old too. I got a great head of hair.
I know you have to
No,
go, Margin, but that debate was funny, man, between Bitboy and Pompey.
No.
So that was great, man.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm going. So see you guys. Thank you.
Peace,
Thank you.
All right,
guys.
take
Thank you.
care, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all.
No, peace,
Take care.
guys.
Keep succeeding. Bye.